Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Shuggerlain Beyond Time. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can get it for free on itch.io. But if you want to support the people that make this game and or get the newest version earlier, you can go through Patreon, $2 a month. So, on the last Let's Play, we met, I think her name's Nadine, basically the cavalry unit's girl. And then we fought a battle against Traegor, won it, killed him, and then spent the night with Drascys. And yeah, good times all around. Let's just set my face and start. The next morning, we're laying in bed. Drascys is in my arms. My eyes had barely adapted to the light of the room when suddenly I notice a silhouette inside the bedroom. What the? Drum solo. Good morning, guys. What's going on? Good morning, Drascys. Saria? You said it. What the hell are you doing inside our bedroom? Waiting for you to wake up, sleepyheads. Even though I'm happy to see you two aren't wasting time. Seraph? I really need to put that into Google thingy. I mean, we are at war. I could have confused you for an assassin or something like that. And I could have hurt you. Nah, you wouldn't. Anyway, you two are finally awake. Good. What are you doing here, Sareth? Is it something about Eric's? Don't tell me Traegor managed to survive. So we just kind of killed him and walked away? Anyways, don't worry. Traegor had an agonizing and not exactly short death. It's nothing about that. Then why are you here? Dress yourselves and get some breakfast, guys. Today we're going hiking, and I'll show you what Drascys was assassinated for. You have to forgive me for missing those things, because they both have a D and a Y. So, where are we going? This path leads into a forest, and after that, there's only the Silise Mountains. Ah, that's where we're going. To the mountains? You weren't kidding. It looks like we're going on a hiking trip. Well, you've won the battle. A tyrant wannabe emperor is now dead. The sun shines, the air is fresh. Aren't those reasons enough to enjoy a pleasant walk? Since when does a demon enjoy those sorts of things? Very perceptive. Demons don't really enjoy those things, but I like to think I'm special. There's a part of you that really is enjoying the walk, right? Hee. How about getting straight to the point? Sure, what are your favorite tales? Seraph, come on. I'm getting to the point, believe me. I really loved when my parents told stories. My favorite was Bob the Bug, and I loved Jim the Grumpy Duck. Oh, I love Jim. Any others? What about you, Nulkan? Alright, I only remember one. This game really tests my ability to try and read names. Ovanthan, and Eisen, the dragon siblings. Good. I've never heard of it. So you remember it well, Nulkan? Yes, I believe so. Go ahead. Well, the story talks about Gaia, creator of life. Gaia created a fantastic land where thousands of species lived in harmony. They were all kind-hearted creatures. They lived peacefully like that for centuries. However, soon they became excellent objects for Kaimon's mischief, the supreme demon god. Kainon was envious of Gaia. He also wanted to have a land full land for himself to fill with his evil creatures. But unlike Gaia, Kamnam was not able to create life. That didn't stop him, however, for he was clever indeed. Soon, he had begun corrupting half the eggs being laid by good creatures, filling their hearts with evil before they had taken their first breath. Okay, but what about things that don't lay eggs? Gaia grew more and more enraged as Senam meddled with her perfect land, the land in which she poured all her love. Are her and she supposed to be capitalized? I don't know. She couldn't allow that. She had to stop suffering. The suffering Kenom was causing to her creatures. I mean, it could be because she's a god, those things are capitalized. I think I remember someplace, but anyways. So Gaia, using everything she could muster, created a perfect creature. Strong, fair, clever, of course, kind-hearted. And of course, kind-hearted. She was a dragon that Gaia named Aizen. Gaia created... Wait, Aizen? Let's just say Aizen, in secret, and decided to make her one of her kind, as Senum couldn't corrupt dragon eggs. Aizen's purpose was the destruction of all evil creatures in the land, to return it to peace, and so she did. Clever though he was, Senum did not expect something so devious from Gaia, but he had an idea. He possessed one of his own evil creatures and lured Aizen to try to destroy it. When Aizen was about to land the killing blow, Senum shouted to her a question. Tell me, dragon, if you are such a fair creature, why are you killing others? Because you do not deserve to live. I represent goodness, but also justice. How can you say something like that, when you cause the suffering of other creatures, even those you call evil? Because they make innocent creatures suffer. But again, at the same time, you don't mind causing suffering to others who were born that way. They had no way to know how they were created, they had no way in how they were created. They have free will to act differently if they wanted to. And how do you know that? That they have free will? Maybe that's what you want to believe, Aizen, just to feel good about what you do. Aizen was confused. Senum had already achieved what he wanted. A strong part of herself, started questioning what she thought she believed in. She was causing the same suffering she was trying to eradicate from her world. She started hating herself. That hate grew and corrupted Aizen's heart and mind. One fateful day, Aizen lost control and started destroying everything, good and evil beings alike. If there's no life, there is no suffering. Gaia couldn't stand seeing her daughter that way. Senum had corrupted Aizen, and she couldn't just erase the darkness. So she extracted all the evil from her body and trapped it in within a primordial orb. Gaia was pleased to see her most fantastic and complex creature was already feeling well immediately. But when Gaia was about to destroy the orb, it vanished. Senum had waited for the right moment to steal the orb and smashed it open upon a diamond spire. From there, a dark dragon spawned. Senum called it Ovanthan. At least now there was a creature that could stop and erase that other bothersome dragon of Gaia's. Ovanthan began to destroy everything in its path. But when Aizen finally appeared to put a stop to his rampage, he had already exterminated all the creatures of the land. Both of them stood in silence, just staring at each other. Hours, days, weeks, months, years, and decades passed. and the dragons stood still, in silence, with their eyes fixated on one another's. And that was when Gaia finally understood that they had created perfect opposites, a perfect equilibrium. If she did anything to unbalance the situation, Senum would reply. But if she didn't do anything, Senum wouldn't be able to do anything either. So Gaia decided to make those two magnificent creatures return to their egg stage, while sealing Eisen's egg, a seal that only love could break. Then she abandoned the land. Hopefully, Senum would get weary and leave the world as well. The legend said those eggs never hatched again, but were hidden somewhere in Shuggerlain. It's a really beautiful and sad tale. It seems you remembered it very well, by the way. It's a popular Astron tale. I used to tell it to Soren many times. Well, this is it. What would you say now if I told you that it's not exactly a fairy tale? What do you mean? Ovanthan and Eisen are the reason Drascys is dead. They are the reason for this war. They will be the catalyst for the annihilation of Shuggerlain if we do nothing. What? Are they real? As real as you and I. And what do they have to do with Drascys' death? Darius's. Is it? Darius. I keep trying to redo it. After Drascys became allied with my kind, we told him that the tale was true. Drascys concluded with us that for the greater good, the secret must be kept as exactly that, a secret. He didn't tell anyone. But after all those years, somehow, the executors discovered it. They strongly suggested that Drascys take control of both eggs. Drascys explained to them that allowing even one of them to hatch was a high risk, as it would destabilize the equilibrium. The executors thought Drascys was being irresponsible, allowing those eggs to remain uncontrolled who knows where. But the truth is, all they wanted was to control them, especially Ovanthan. And finally, it seemed the executors concluded that the Empire was worth the life of a good but blind man. So they killed him to leverage control of the Empire's resources, to find the location of the eggs. Exactly. They are searching for them as they speak, eager to find them. There is one question, though. If the evil dragon destroyed all the creatures of the land, how is all this possible right here? I mean, maybe it'll be explained later. If all that's true, what did you mean when you said you'll show us the reason? Ha! You don't miss any details, do you, girl? That means we're here to awaken Eisen, guys. Come on, there's no time to lose. This is the cave. Eisen's egg should be down there. Are you telling me that all this time, Eisen had been here in Astra? Well, I guess that's what happens when you reduce the story to a mere bedtime fairy tale. It brings people to believe it's no more than any other fairy tale. But there's something wrong, Sarah. Eisen was a powerful dragon, kind-hearted, but how will we be able to control her? Judging by the tale, she was way more powerful than us. She could decide we're not pure enough, or not good enough to live. Don't worry about that. We're looking for her egg, and, well, just don't worry. She's the opposite of a threat right now. We keep going deeper into the cave. Seraph makes a stop just in front of a place with hundreds of egg-shaped rocks. This is the place. She must be here. How will we know which one's her? They all look just like rocks. But I'm not hearing what Draine's saying. I feel weird. Strange. I feel some sort of energy going through my body. It's rife with life. It's stimulating, but also full of sincerity, or serenity. I walk straight to the call. There's no sound. There's nothing telling me what I need to do. I know what I'm doing. I reach a bunch of rocks in a corner of a place. I move the ones above, and I find a perfect round rock. I place my palm of my right hand on the rock's surface. After a few seconds, a powerful light emits from the rock. It no longer appears as a rock. Nulkan! The rock is now an egg, and it's hatching. I'm touching the shell, and I can feel a heart beating. It must be her. It's Eisen. Her heart's beat brings peace to my heart. It's like a warm hug that's telling me everything will be okay. I feel relieved. And finally, I see her, a humanoid baby girl that emerges from the egg. Eisen opens her eyes and looks at me. All doubts vanish. I just know it. Some days ago, I really thought my life would lack any sense of purpose from then on. My wife, my son, my men, my home. And a part of me wondered, how can somebody get over something like that? How do you just carry on? Mom, once again, you were right. She used to say, don't get hopeless. Don't get desperate, my child. There's short nights and longer nights. And no matter how long a night seems to be, if you are patient enough, you'll see the sun again. I think I understand what she meant now. After finding Eisen, we make our way back to Latanos. Time is short, and our enemies will surely respond. But now that Eisen is with us, the hope is real. So, what do you think of all this, Nulkan? You've been very quiet since you found Eisen. In that cave, I felt things. I found Eisen's egg so easily, but I had never been there. Well, the land of Ashtera has been the guardian of Eisen for centuries. That means every single Ashtran man, woman, and child is unknowingly the guardian of Eisen. It's hard to explain, but basically, that was always the Ashtera's real purpose. I see. I'll explain a lot of things. Okay, guys. Eisen is with us, but she's just a baby. I don't think... Oops, sorry. Yeah, reading makes me yawn a bit. I always hate doing that because it's like, I like doing these things. But sometimes when my body's like, we need extra oxygen. I don't think we have time to wait for her to become an adult. She's a dragon, the most perfect of Gaia's creations. She'll grow up, and very quickly, probably in just a month or two. In just a couple of months? Wow, that's fast. I see. Well, I guess we still have a little time to prepare then. Eisen's human form is a reflection of her power. As soon as she's able to gather more energy, her body will also change. And how come she's not a real dragon? I expected a dragon as the tales described. You know, all claws, teeth, fire. I'm not sure, but I suspect it's because the dragon age ended long ago. Ovanthan and Eisen's time has passed, and now human, Farron, and other creatures control Shuggerlain's destiny. This is also something new to me, to be honest. For now, we'll just protect her with our lives. Absolutely. Oh, so epic I would like more tea, but I can't drink tea right now. But I must say, she's crazy for you, Nulkan. She's looking at you all the time with those big eyes of her. If she wasn't baby, I'd be a bit jealous. Those big eyes of her. I'm just gonna do this. Ooh, did I? Heck. I lost that one thing, but that's okay. Click. Nulkan and Eisen were destined to find each other, the same way you and Driny are also destined to. Oop, I guess I clicked over there. Okay, I got it. We all have a destiny, a mission to accomplish. Exactly. Okay, before I forget about it, Seraph, I want to ask you something. What is it? What do you know about the succubus that attacked me in Latanos? You were attacked in Latanos? Nulkan! Why didn't you tell me? She was not a full-fledged succubus, but a lesser succubus. A mortal girl that was tempted and transformed into what you saw as a major succubus. No, wait. That was tempted and transformed into what you saw as a major. Wait, she was not a fully fledged succubus, but a lesser one, but so was transformed? Who? Oh, bye. I swear you can read. What? There are such creatures in Shuggerlain? Yes, but don't worry. I managed to survive her attack and free her. Or, that's what I think. You did pretty well, but I must warn you, more of them will come after you, Nulkan. Basically, succubi, and lesser succubi, feel attracted to male essence, as you may already know. With the gifts and the armor, you emanate a male essence 10 times stronger and more than other men. Ooh, I'm an alpha. And now, Nulkan is a magnet for all of them. Alright? I've heard enough. I will never leave your side, and any succubus that dares try anything will explode into 1,000 pieces. They only attack when the victim's alone, and they know all manner of sneaky spells. Believe me, Drine, they will find a moment, sooner or later, and attack him. This is something he has to deal with on his own. Nulkan, you are the chosen one, because we also knew you'd be able to deal with them. Am I right, Drine? You already know what I'm talking about. Wink, wink. Okay, I think all this information this is all the information I need. I won't let my guard down. Do that, and everything will be okay. How are we in time? If I can... I think it might be good. As soon as we arrived in Latanos, Drine headed back to her room at the inn with Eisen. Seraph asked me to stay with her and talk about something else. Well, you want to speak with me, right? Yes, I wanted to. Excuse me, Seraph, but I need to know, how often will you appear and disappear? Let me just make sure my face is good. I don't know. I suppose I'll guide you when the situation calls for it, and when my help is no longer needed, I will pull back and observe from afar. I see. Well, we'll always need help. This is something completely new to me. Raxan enemies, succubi, demonic weapons and armor. Why don't you just stay with us? You want me to stay with you guys? I didn't want to be a bother or interrupt any potential sexual encounters with Drine. Mortal couples prefer, what's the word? Intimacy, right? Oh, come on. That's not nearly good enough reason for you to come. It's not nearly a good enough reason for you to come and go constantly. Find intimacy when we need it, but stay with us. Drine and I have decided to trust you, but it would be even easier for us if you would only stay with us through all this. I see. Okay. If that's what you want, I'll be with you. At least until all this is over. Thank you. Union means strength. We'll be even stronger with you. Anyways, you want to ask me something, right? Yes. I'm listening. Have you given thought to who will take care of Eisen? Of course. Me. And Driny, of course. And when you're in battle, or dealing with Succubi, or aligned with Driny, then what about you? Maybe you could help us out with her? Tuh, I don't know what you're capable of. I don't know you are capable of such terrible ideas. Even if it's Eisen, I really cannot stand babies. They scream and cry and shit and cry again and pee and cry. Did I mention the crying? Okay, I got it. You don't like babies. It's an understatement. You and Drynate need to focus on your campaign. In other words, you need someone to babysit her and take care of her. You're probably right. She'll be better attended to if there's somebody with her all the time, at least until she grows up. Well, I can't ask my soldiers. Some of them may know someone to help. No, wait, I can ask my soldiers. Save your time. I think I found the perfect candidate. Follow me. Dungeon daycare. It's not that I'm questioning your criteria, but I don't think prison is the best place to find a babysitter. Don't judge so quick. You'll see. Just keep walking. The prison has dozens of Araxan soldiers that weren't able to escape from the battle. There she is. There's an Araxan girl inside a cell. This girl. She's an Araxan. Wait, this girl? She's an Araxan. All of the men and women from Latanos. A captive Araxan woman is the best option? Really? Indeed, Nulkan. She is the best option. I look at Sereth with disapproval. Just go in there and give her an interview. Just as you would if you were looking for the best babysitter. You have nothing to lose by just asking her. Okay, let's try it. Hello? What do you want, Astron? I glance over at Sereth, but she just makes a sign for me to keep going. I'm looking for somebody to fill a job position. I was wondering if you would be interested? Tch, why? Why would I help an Astron trash that kills Axrons and goes against the will of the Emperor? Listen here, your executor started this. I'm from Bertesh, united all life there. My men, my son, what options do we have? We were only defending ourselves. You had a son? Yes, until your beloved executor Traeger thought that it would be a good idea to start a war by annihilating a small town in a peaceful nation. I'm sorry about that. Children shouldn't be the victims of adults' wars. I agree. I also had a child, a daughter, and I also lost her. My husband died in battle some years ago, and then my daughter got ill. And one morning, she just didn't wake up. I'm sorry to hear that. Listen, Miss Luth. My name is Luth. Look, Luth, everything about this war is wrong. The Emperor's executors are threatening everything Emperor Drascys built. I feel you're a good soldier. And for a long time, I considered Action soldiers to be equals of Astron warriors. I just want to keep Shuggerlain as it was, a peaceful land, without war. And now, executors are the threat to all that. Wait, are you their leader? Yes, I'm Nulkan. You're the one in the black armor? Indeed. That's Drascys' armor. It's a particular gift he granted me to help me in this struggle. It's hard to explain, but if there's anything I'm certain about, I would not be able to wear this armor if Drascys didn't want me to. Sure, that's it's starting to make sense. Damn. Quite a different tale from what Traeger told us. Don't get me wrong. I may be a loyal action woman, but I'm smart enough to realize Traeger was a liar and an arrogant son of a bitch. Even more than the usual for an executor. That's a common opinion these days. Tell me, Nulkan, what do you want me to do? I need somebody to look after a baby girl. Luth's face changes drastically. A baby girl, you say? Seriously? Why me? I'm not saying I don't want to, but, well, I must think about it. But it sounds like a horrible offer. I mean, I'm a bit sick of being a soldier, and this seems like an opportunity to start down a new path. Wait, it doesn't sound like a horrible offer. Okay. She's not a normal girl. She'll grow up very, very quickly, but I need someone that will take care of her during the times that I won't be there. Well, I'm not sure if I'm ready, but I might never be a mom again, and I guess I could find somebody else. Okay, I'll do it. Damn, there's nothing in the world that would make me happier right now. Okay, I'll order the jailer to set you free. And Luth, if it helps you. I bend the knee and raise my sight. I howl the ground from whence I came. One day I shall return to it, but before the day should come, Luth begins reciting with me. But before the day should come, I pledge upon the Emperor my life. He is the fire, shining in the darkness. I am the fuel that keeps him alight. You know the action oath? You swore to protect and follow Drascys and the Empire, not that pack of vultures. So, you were right. Told you, I'm always right. I think with that, and us hitting the 30-minute mark, we will go have lunch. Lunch sounds great, I'm hungry. But, and I need to remember to not right-click because then I have to censor titties. This is one Let's Play where I don't have to censor anything! But anyways, that's going to be the end of this Let's Play. So, please comment, because I like comments, don't you like dislike tips, tricks, otherwise... If you like my YouTube and like to grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out the videos to help it grow. Please remember, spay or neuter your animals to have control of the pet population. And if you want to play this game, it's free on HIL. But if you want to support people that make this game, and or get the newest version earlier, you can go to their Patreon. It's $2. And until next time, let's meet GamerWolfSix of Shuggerlain. Beyond time. I wonder when it gets to the part where I think it's soon where it gets to the part where you kind of break it from the story just a little bit and you can grind for stuff. I think I'll have to test that. So thanks and see ya.